it's Elle and Anna from This Amazing Life, and we're here to just wrap up our month of tapas, of self-discipline, of focus, of getting that fire burning. So, Elle,
yes,
what was your month? Tell me about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get my goal. You know?
Yeah. Well, remind us what the goal was.
So my goal was I wanted to be making the majority of my meals and eating from home. But I can say that after watching the interview that you did with Jeff and the interview that I did with my friend Angela, I'm feeling so inspired now stepping forward. I've always been aware that I make a lot of excuses when I set goals for myself, but now whenever I start to make an excuse, I think about Angela and the fact that she's at the gym 3 times a day, and I'm like, okay, if that girl's got this, I got this too. So shut up, inner voice who's making excuses.
So in what ways do you think you've learned to maybe embrace tapas or love tapas a little bit?
You get such incredible things done when you finally just do it. And you hold yourself accountable and you feel so good. And the mantra that I've been working on for this past month especially is when I want to do something so that I feel better on the other side of it, and I start to kind of come up against those excuses, and I don't want to clean the juicer, so I'm like, well, maybe I won't make juice. But I'm like, no, this will make me happy. If I do this and I clean up after myself afterwards and I drink this juice, that's going to make me happy. And it's going to take some time, but I'm going to do it because I will come out of this being happy.
Definitely got inspired by both of those people. Like, just even though, it's funny because, of course, both of us knew both of them before.
Right.
But just something about having people explain their thought process and their commitment, and it's achievable.
Yeah.
It's not something where it's like nobody does that. Nobody really does yoga every day, or nobody really juices every day or goes to the gym every day. No, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Right. And it doesn't mean that we have to go completely to that, but it means that once you start working in little bits incrementally and you continue to build on that and challenge yourself, like, you can achieve unimaginable goals by just starting and staying with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
How did your goal go?
So I totally have my goals written out. They're displayed where I can see them. I can check them out on a regular basis. And so that has helped me kind of catapult myself. And again, I was so inspired by both of them. So I started doing my 108 days of yoga. And I have done yoga every single day since January 8th. And I started training. I signed up for a half marathon. And it was it was totally because of the interviews that we did. It feels really good. It's just what you were saying. It feels amazing to be that disciplined. And it's really rewarding.
What I have especially learned from these conversations that we've had this last month and focusing on self-discipline is that I can't do it by myself. I need people to hold me accountable, and I need people to have conversations with that really inspire me to keep me checking back in with them as I move forward.
I feel like the community is so important. I feel like that's the whole reason why we have This Amazing Life, because it is all about community. It's about that shared experience.
Well, and that's why it's you and me, and it's not just one of us doing this by ourselves.
Because that's not nearly as much fun.
No way! What have you learned from this last month?
I learned to love tapas this month. That's the biggest thing, because I always had that, I don't like it, Yeah. But I realized that some of the most productive and most self-satisfying points in my life were when I did commit the most to tapas. And so I think, like Jeff said in his interview, that there is a lot of freedom, that the more that you're disciplined with yourself, that you can feel so much freedom from that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like the fact that we hate tapas, that is, I think, what has started this kind of fire, is rubbing up against it, but not turning away and just being like, that's a bad word, that tapas word.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think this was a really good month. I think it's been really fun. I like the tapas. I'm excited. I'm excited to unroll the next month's topic for everybody.
Yeah, me too. And I think it's cool that both of us started the month being a little iffy about tapas, and now we're like ready to take that into the rest of the year. So hopefully everyone else feels the same way too.
It's nice to be given the permission to and the freedom of being like, yeah, F this. This sucks.
Yeah, this sucks.
Neat.
Well, that's January. Onward and upward.
Ta-da!
Woohoo!
Thanks, everybody.